My boyfriend, 24, believes every girl he is with will eventually cheat on him. Granted, every girl he was with did cheat on him. So, I understand where he is coming from. But I'm not like that, and I personally hate hookup culture. I truly care for him and I love his personality so much. We mesh together so well and I can see us being long term, but I don't know what to do with his paranoia trauma. It isn't my job to fix. And I understand I can't heal anyone's wounds. So last night, he got off work late at night and I kept my ringer on to answer his call at 1 a.m. But I was drinking with family and was pretty knocked out, so I was having a hard time staying awake from the first second of the call. I started humming to try and keep myself awake, and somehow his mind translated as someone was there and secretly pleasuring me. He asked questions that I was not in the mood to answer, his paranoid questions that he wasn't going to believe anyways, because he wasn't there to say with his own eyes that he is wrong. So he hung up. I, with a clear conscience, just went straight back to sleep. Close to 6 a.m. when I woke up, I decided that maybe telling him calmly that I am not unfaithful wasn't enough to convince him. So I sent a long message saying he is being selfish while I am visiting my family, kinda trying to give a tech slap to the face to get him out that mindset. But now it's almost 3 p.m. and I haven't heard a single thing from him. What's the appropriate way to deal with a person who is paranoid in a relationship? I understand no one is perfect, so I'm willing to give my best shot at us. Top comments. Here's a comment from Adventurous at 1606. From someone who's been in your boyfriend's place, all I can say is I wish I went to therapy sooner. That way I wouldn't have ruined the good relationships that came after I was hurt. I don't believe there's anything you alone can do to convince him. I think the best you can do is show him love through your actions, and not just the times when he's paranoid. And I believe you should strongly encourage him to talk things out with someone. But don't make him feel bad or guilty. It should come from a place of love. And I'll also say this. There needs to be a cutoff point where you focus on your own happiness. Hopes this helps at all. Here's a comment from the OP. I keep telling him and his insurance covers for free 10 sessions. He thinks it's only 10 sessions. But from someone who goes to therapy twice a month, I'm like, no, that's 5 months of therapy. That's great. I will keep pushing it in hopes he will actually start. Maybe I should do the arrangements for him. Or is that mothering too much? Here's another comment. If he won't do therapy, I doubt he will ever get over this. And in fact, it may even become a self-fulfilling prophecy, where he will either run faithful women away and assume they are all cheating. Here's from Throwaway 2819036. OP, please update us if something happens. Doesn't matter what, but please show him your post and those comment threads seriously. I am 18 and my dad is 39 and my mom is 37. My dad keeps frequently pressuring my mom into having sex with him. I'm not sure what to do, if even anything at all. I'm not a pervert nor particularly interested in my parents' sex life, but as far as I'm concerned, it seems like my dad is being a bit abusive, and I feel like I have an obligation to do something. So basically, we live in a small house, which means that me and my parents share a wall. That can obviously cause quite awkward situations where I can hear them. I've gotten used to hearing them do the did, and now I just pop in my AirPods and then usually fall asleep with my AirPods in my ears. It's not fun to sleep with earphones in your ears, but I can't sleep while having to listen to my parents bang, and I hate having to listen to it anyway. Now for the past 2 weeks, the situation has changed though. Now, it's not only their lovemaking that I can hear, but my dad pressuring my mom into having sex with him. His boss added a few working hours per work for him, so that's probably exhausting him. He usually says that he's tired or has had a long day at work, so he needs to ease the pressure by having. I know he's busy at work, but so is my mom. She usually tries to tell him that she's tired and just wants to sleep, but he always insists and say that's it's his right as her husband, and then, well, I don't think it needs clarification what happens next. It's a weird situation and I'm not really sure if it's even my place to step in, but what he's doing also feels me wrong. I'm from Europe, so our culture is Western, just to clarify. Also, as a side note, I'm very certain that they are in love, but maybe her libido is just lower or something. Top comments. Here's a comment from Miss Behave. I would talk to your mom privately and just ask if she is alright and getting enough rest. Maybe offer her your bed at night. But I wouldn't repeat what you've heard. Just let her know you are there and support her if she needs anything. Here's a comment from Pink Flower. This is definitely not normal or okay. Guilting someone into sex is considered abuse. I would talk to my mom if I were you. Ask her how she is going recently and if everything is okay between her and my dad. Maybe tell her she can sleep in my bed since she doesn't seem to get enough in hers. Next story. Wife admitted to cheating for 8 months and wants to stay together. Long story short, we've been together for a little over 7 years. She last year admitted to cheating on me and not wanting to be with me. I begged and freaked out and she stayed with me. And I felt like a dead man walking that at any moment it would all collapse. Then about 80-ish months later, she admits to cheating on me for months. I said okay, I accept you don't want this anymore, and I pack up some of my stuff and get ready to move into my dad's. She starts crying and begging that I stay, that she didn't think I would just leave, but I do. The next morning she asks me to come home and I said, let's get food. We talk and she says she ended it with the other guy. I said, okay, and come back, but I want to have a kid. A day goes by and she acts emotionless. So we talk in the afternoon and she says maybe she's just afraid of being alone and that she doesn't love me. So I go to my dad's again and later the afternoon she messages me freaking out that it was all a mistake and she's so sorry that all she wants is me and that it hurts less to lose him than me. I ignored her messages and she just showed up at my dad's and begged me to come back. It's been 2 nights and all my time out of work I've spent drunk and high. I am very emotionally fucked and I'm at a loss to the fact that the woman I've been with over 7 years has been sexually active with another man for months but is begging me to stay. Now for the top comments. Here's a comment from Buffalo Wonder Pole. Don't stay. She will do this forever. You deserve better. Here's a comment from Hopeful for Film. Don't stay and don't have a kid with her. You deserve someone who will be faithful. Also a comment from You Can't Stop the Signal 01. They will have the advice you need. What you are feeling is normal and overwhelming. You are not thinking clearly. Even the pick-me dance is a common response. They will help you with the steps you need to take to ensure you take care of yourself first and foremost.